Mathios, welcome back. WICA 2019. How are you?
I'm fine, and I'm very pleased to be back in what I consider to be the leading event in our sector. It is very exciting to be back after a year, delivering a speech today and listening to the new agenda, I think, that has taken over our sector over the last year, which is undoubtedly ESG. Everybody's talking about it. It is dominating the discussions, the panels, and I think we are taking it very seriously about the future.
Fantastic, fantastic. What's the response been like since your presentation this morning?
Well, I think the response has been very positive because it is undoubtedly the key topic of discussion amongst investors, banks, regulators, and us as CEOs of the business. And we heard that about $11 trillion has moved out of the fossil fuel funding or investing space. But on the other side, from our experience in 2019, we've managed again to raise substantial amounts of capital for our business. The messages that I delivered today are that despite the difficulties, despite the challenges, despite the pressure from climate change, the right company, the right project, the right management team, and the right story can actually find not only money but also deliver results to shareholders. And that is a very important part of my message today, that the business that we're all in has not delivered results, and the companies that do deliver results get rewarded. So today, compliance is not a vision. That was my closing statement. It's not enough anymore to comply with regulations or comply with the ESG requirements. We need to lead. And as a company, today we were very proud and pleased to announce that we are the first listed E&P company to sign with the COP25 initiative and be part of the solution and part of or leading the change in the industry to become zero net emitters by 2050 by bringing science-based targets in our business and reducing actively our carbon emissions by linking executive pay with ESG goals and being, I would like to say, the leaders in the E&P space, because that's exactly what we need to do today. We need to deliver results, but we need to be top of our class in the ESG space.
Well, first of all, congratulations. What an incredible announcement, an incredible movement from Energean. I guess you have quite an exciting next couple of days then, meeting with all the different people that are attending WICA, all the different players within the industry, and talking about how this is going to affect partnerships going forward and what your 2020 and beyond will look like.
Well, you're absolutely right, and WICA is a great place to meet all our peers, competitors, stakeholders, and I think what this event brings is the ability to form partnerships, to collaborate, because that is the way to move forward. We cannot be alone, and these kind of events are exactly the forums that we exchange ideas and we bring the possibility of companies, suppliers, stakeholders, banks, investors to work together for solutions for our industry. So it's exciting to be here. It's exciting to meet and listen to what everybody else is doing. Larger companies like the majors, but also the independents of the world. And I look forward to the next couple of days.
Absolutely. Well, we're so happy to have you back, and especially after last year walking away with 3 awards at our awards. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Tell us, how has 2019 been so far for you?
Well, clearly 2018 was a fantastic year, and the recognition came from the 3 awards that we received. I thought at the end of 2018 that it was difficult to beat that year. I think 2019 has been a better year for us, primarily with the acquisition of the Edison E&P portfolio, a major deal that we concluded and signed during 2019, and we're in the process of closing in the next few weeks. It's a transformational deal for us. It brings our production to about 70,000 barrels of oil equivalent a day. 80% of that is in gas in countries that are right in our footprint. And I said it many times, our area of focus is the Mediterranean. We like to do business in countries that we can fly to within 3 hours from Athens. It's a very simple rule that keeps us focused. for this reason, we sold the North Sea portfolio of Edison to Neptune. So that was a second big deal that we did during 2019. From the capital markets perspective, we were successful in not only raising the equity required for the Edison acquisition, but raising more than what we needed, and having a deal was substantially oversubscribed from investors that saw the value creation and are supporting us. So we raised $265 million in a private placement we did in the London Stock Exchange. Of course, the banks support us, so a $600 million financing was put in place for the Edison acquisition. So the two key targets for next year are going to be to integrate Edison into our business. It's a big business. We are now present in 9 countries, 610 million barrels of 2P reserves, 80% in gas. Obviously focus on ESG, as I mentioned earlier. And the second big target is continuing the delivery of our project in Israel, the delivery of our new FPSO that is being built in Singapore and China, and delivering first gas from Israel in 2021, as we have mentioned. So there's going to be another busy year ahead of us. Selling more gas into Israel and the region is going to be a key target. We've signed a number of gas contracts during the year. We have exceeded expectations, and we look forward to signing more gas contracts next year.
And do you have those gas contracts on your horizon for 2020? Are there multiple that you're looking at?
Well, when we started looking at the Karish project, it's a $1.7 billion investment that we're executing. Our target to get to FID was to reach 3 billion cubic meters of gas per annum. We're now at 5. And the last contract we won was a contract for the privatization of one of the power stations in Israel, Alon Tavor, competed against the other players in the market. There's another privatization coming in 2020. We look forward to competing and winning that as well. The most important change that has happened is that the Israeli government has committed to shut down completely coal-fired power generation much faster than originally expected. So that will bring more gas demand to the market, and obviously we have a total capacity of 8 BCM a year from our FPSO. We're looking to fill this capacity up. The shift from coal to gas makes a huge change to the environment in Israel. We are part of that. Israel consumes about 11 BCM a year. We've already contracted to sell 5, so we are one of the largest or the second largest player in the country. So yes, we have visibility of a number of GSPAs that we're looking to execute over the next couple of years. To do that, we need to find more gas, and our recent announcement of a discovery of 1.3 TCF in Karish North and the appraisal of that has allowed us to continue aggressively marketing gas in Israel. We look forward to continuing with more wells. We have 3 key wells coming up in the next few months, 2 in Egypt, 1 in Israel, and hopefully they will be successful. Of course, it's exploration, so nobody knows the outcome, but if they are, that will allow us to continue selling even more gas into Israel and the regional markets.
So Energean taking a very strong foothold within this transition, and I kind of want to say leading the way in some ways.
Well, I think, as I said in the beginning, if you don't lead the way, very soon you will find that the changes in the industry have overtaken you. So you need to lead in delivering results. You need to lead in ESG, and ESG is not just environment, it is also the social part of the business. We employ today people from 28 different nationalities. Diversity in the boardroom in the company is one of our top priorities. We recently appointed Karen Simon, a female, as our chairman, and we are progressive in every part of the ESG world: governance, social responsibility, and environment, which is exactly what we need to do to lead across the board. And also, very important, and this is a great opportunity, and thank you for the opportunities, to communicate this to the world. Because the world today doesn't fully understand the benefits that oil and gas companies bring to the planet. In many cases, we're considered as the demons or the devils that destroy the world. Well, actually, we're bringing a lot of people out of poverty, we're bringing energy into households, and we're allowing the development of the planet in a sustainable way. And I think that has to be our goal as an industry.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for coming and sharing the fantastic news and the achievements, and looking forward to seeing what the rest of the week brings.
Thank you very much, and thank you for another wonderful event.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.